Welcome everybody to Final Fantasy XIV Online. This is Clear Oceans, and today we're going to take a break from our eventing for the Moogle Treasure Trove First Hunt for Genesis because the new event has just gone live in Australia. So, from the write-up, Valentione's Day. 'Tis the season of ardour and affection, and as per custom you'll find cities and residential areas the realm over bedecked in an impressive array of rosy decorations. This year, the emissaries of the Valentine's Day celebrations, Astrid de Valentione and Emily, appear to have a mysterious surprise in store for the townsfolk of Gridania, one which may very well require the aid of a bright-eyed adventurer. So this event runs from February the 7th, 2024, 12 a.m. PST or 1900 AEDT. And it runs until Wednesday, February the 21st, 2024, 6:59 a.m. PST and 1:59 a.m. on the 22nd AEDT. So without further ado, let's get to it. I notice I have some cash down there finally in my pocket. Not in my pocket, in my, whatever this is. Down in my bottom right-hand corner. That's a funny place to keep cash, but hey, there you go. I also notice I've got 2 more blue arrows on my screen. I'm thinking before I run away to Gridania, which is where I need to kick off the event, we might just toddle over. I'm not sure how much of taking it to the streams we get done, but if we can get 2 taking it to the streams completed, two fates completed, we're going to be able to gain another grand of coinage, which may or may not help us in the days to come. Rightio, let's wow, it says I can join this fate. Let me just change its mind. Right. Where are we at? What's my... Yeah, that's what I thought. Let me just grab a little bit of lucid dreaming and a little bit of ether and start some trouble with these fishes. My level's too high, I know. Let's try that. And to get as many of these done as possible, I'm going to put wind on them because, as you can see, they're all being winded. This could be a really bad idea because I'm now going to be chased by 100 fish. But it could be a little bit of fun as well. Let's just get out of the way. Yep, see, they're slowly dying. There's getting to be less of them as we go. Let's find another one to irritate. While they're busy chasing me, we'll, oops. I know, they're seriously evil fish, aren't they? Let's go. Bad-tempered little beasties. Have some wind. So all I'm doing is I'm putting on a wind spell, which does them damage continually. And then running away from them. I might just heal myself a little bit though. Yep, I failed my fate, but that was okay. Alright. So as a conjurer, because we need to be a minimum of level 15 to get to do St. Valentione's quest. Now, while we know that it's not actually hard to... Oh, let me just change over. I need to see where in Gridania we're going. Bing. Astrid in Old Gridania. Radio. Which means we're going to teleport, of course, to New Gridania. So, if you've just started a character and you think you'll never get to level 15, or if you've started in Ulda or Limsa Lominsa, don't despair. Don't feel you have to go and start a character in New Gridania. Chances are this quest may take us out of it anyway. What you can do is just level your character up to level 15. continue the main story quest very much the same way we did with Clear Oceans when she first started for an event. For the Starlight Celebration, she had to eventually leave New Gridania in order to go and complete the event. So what we did was we finished the quest to Envoy of Gridania, I think it's called. And if you do the same thing with whatever area you start in, you'll most likely not only be level 15 by the time you get to that quest, but you'll still be able to participate. You've got time to do it. I think it's like 14 days, and there's a couple of weekends in there. So don't give up on the event or give up on your character just because you're not level 15 yet, or you've only just started and you want to take part in the event. Just level your character to level 15. Complete the main story quest, which are the quests with the little bits of fire around them. And I'll point one out as we go, like this little pattern around the outside. Complete the main story quest that sends you as an envoy to wherever, and you're going to be able to come to New Gridania, find Astrid, and start that event without any problems. So don't despair. All right, I'm fairly had Clear Oceans now for about 6 months. No, not 6 months. My gosh, 2 months, and not even 2 months, because I started her at the end of December. So she's just about a month old. I've played her maybe an hour a day, maybe 4 hours on weekends, but she's now at level 38 in her main class, and we've started to add more classes to her. Yes, we do have enough to get a new critter, but do we have enough to get? No, we don't have enough to get. We don't have enough to get a new critter. I'm getting excited too early. I need to have 30 tombstones in order to be able to pick up a new mount. I think I also saw cards in here, didn't I? We have orchestrion roll things. The Ultima Horn. How much is that? That's 30 tombstones. It's all right. I'm now looking. There's a doe horn as well. Yeah. So don't despair. We're not going to spend our Moogle tombstones today. I know this is supposed to be about the romance quest, but I couldn't help it. He was just floating there looking so appealing. We are probably going to have to go to Makeddo's Theatre. I think that's where we find most quests, but let's have a little looky-see and see if we can discover it. What's that? The house that Death built. You know what? We want that. Actually, I think we really do want that. Or maybe not, but it looks like it's a dungeon quest where we open up a new dungeon. Let's head on up this way. Just got to work out where I am. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's down here. Let me just check the coordinates that they give us for a starting point. They're really good. In the descriptions, they'll tell us where to find them. So 10, 2, and 9, 4. Okay. So in 10, 2, 9, 4, let me just click back on the game. All right. So if you want to know how to find coordinates in a map, okay, up here, these are the coordinates where you're standing at. If you hover in the map, you'll notice this section up at the top, next to the little X, there's like, when you put your cursor on the map, you'll see that there are numbers there. So we're looking at 10, 2. We're looking for 10, 2, which is your X coordinate. So that looks like Makeddo's Theatre. And I've forgotten the other coordinate. Oh, it might not be Makeddo's. And it may be in... They did say New Gridania. Have I run back to older Gridania? I have to. So it could actually be... Find out. Look up here. Find our 10-2. 10-2, 11-8. The Carpenters Guild. Well, my bad. I thought I had to teleport away to Makeddo's. Let's go. I know. Straight through the water and someone's class. You have absolutely no grace, girl. I'm not seeing a quest though. Maybe we're all too early. Well, it shouldn't be though, because it is the 8th today that I'm playing it, so it's February, right? So yeah. And it is New Gridania. Okay. Unless it's 11.4. 10 to 11.4. Let's see. So first find your quest. We're at 10.9. So it means we need to go a little bit this way. 10.8, 10.7, 10.6, 10.5, 10.3, 10.2, 11.4, 11.5. But I am not seeing a quest. Alright, well, Colour Me Puzzled. I cannot find my romance quest. And although I'm not seeing the decorations, I think it's still on. Oh, I see. My hands are on the wrong keys. There, that was flashy. Let's go. So, Ethernet. Maquetto's Theatre. Amphitheatre. We'll get there. There we go. This is what I expected to see. So next time, don't bother with the fancy navigation. Just go straight to Maquetto's Amphitheatre. Oh my goodness. That is awesome. And it's nighttime and it's raining and we could catch our fish, which we're going to do. I know, nothing to do with the quest. Astrid, how are you doing? Oh my gosh. Before we talk to Astrid, let's talk to this. Wow. Yeah, I know. I just wanted the shot. All right. Astrid, for our Valentione's event, the symbol of love. Astrid is not so subtly indicating her desire for you to approach. Well, let's accept that quest. Hello there, friend. Can you feel that? Love is in the air, just waiting to be snatched up by questing hands. That means Valentione's Day is upon us once more, and I, Astrid de Valentione, and my fellow emissaries are here to support all who would avail themselves of this bounty. You have the air of one in constant pursuit of adventure, and what greater adventure is there than to fall head over heels for another? Welcome, my friend, to the festival of ardour and affection. Come to think of it, an intrepid adventurer like you might be just what I require. Might I ask a favour of you? A fellow emissary by the name of Emilie departed earlier to prepare a little surprise for our festivities, you see, but she's been gone for quite some time. I would like you to make sure she hasn't gotten herself into trouble. I would go myself to ask one of my associates to check up on her, but all are busy guiding our love-starved revellers. Will you do me this favour? Of course I will. I am in your debt. Before she left, Emily said she would be practising under the trees near Fen-Il Fineries. No doubt you'll find her there. No doubt I will. Let's go find her. Fen-Il Fineries. I know. I put the thing I looked up away. Fen-Il Fineries. Let's go find them. House Valentione Maid. I guess this is where we find... And Butler. Wow, look at these guys. Rightio. So Fen-Il, as we found out when we applied for leatherworking, is the leatherworking, not guild, but the leatherworking place. And I would like... Oh, yep. The search for Emile. I am seeing a little arrow, orange arrow. Let me just check my... Leading me directly to where to search. Well, why don't we pay attention to that? So on your mini-map, you often have a little arrow that will point to a quest when you're lost. Emily, if I shift the angle just the teensiest bit, I bet I can triple the cuteness factor. No, quadruple it. Ah, whoa! Who might you be? Ooh, Astrid asked you to check on me. Well, isn't that sweet of you? It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Clea. I suppose you're wondering what I've been practicing here so far away from prying eyes. Yeah. Patience, my friend. Patience. If you truly wish to see what I've been cooking up, pray come to Maquetto's Amphitheatre. Really? Come back here, troublemaker. Go find Emily. Oh, go back to the theatre. I wish these guys would make up their mind. I hope they're not this confusing when arranging romance. We could all be in trouble. Domovoy. Hey. Hi. You brought her back as promised. Thank you, Clea. She intends to demonstrate her, what did she call it? Right, love heart on stage in just a moment. You can be part of her very first audience. Oh, okay then. Very nice. That was, yes, cute. So this is what you've been working on? The Gridanians are a reserved people who have long been reluctant to openly express their feelings for one another. Yet I believe it is of utmost importance that we open our hearts to those we hold dear, in this season of love most of all. Now is the time for everyone to shed their fears and wear their affections on their sleeve. That's what inspired me to come up with the love heart. I can only hope this simple expression is enough to motivate people to act. Well, it certainly appears to have made an impression. Navigating matters of love is often a nerve-wracking task, even for the boldest of us. Yet with this gesture, I believe you have given the townsfolk the perfect means to convey their feelings. Emily, I might encourage you to go about that city and perform that pose before any you might find floundering in the ocean of love. Go on and ignite the passion of their hearts. Leave it to me. Would you mind lending your hand as well, Clea? As an adventurer, I'm sure you've touched the hearts of many. There are doubtless few more qualified to guide others in pursuing and realizing their passion. Count on me. Wow, she looks really scholarly in those glasses. Wonderful. Now, before we set forth, I'd like to ask you to remain on the stage for a while so we can judge your pose. Considering the import of our mission, I'm afraid we can't leave until it's flawless. Oh, really? Oh. It's not quite as cute on her, I'm afraid. My, I'm equal amounts of impressed and envious that you managed to perfect the gesture in so short a time. It took me ages just to get the hand right. Ideally, I'd like you both to get started immediately, yet I do wish we had another emissary. Then how serendipitous it is that I am here to offer my services. Lisette? I know, I got her voice wrong, didn't I? Ah, I believe an introduction is in order. The esteemed personage before you is none other than Lisette de Valentione, my dear sister and predecessor as emissary of Valentione's Day. Oh, Astrid, ever one for propriety, let not her introduction intimidate you, my dear. Call me Lisette, Lizzie, whatever you fancy. Yes, well, pleased though I am for your offer, should you not be enjoying the festivities with your beloved? My adorable Astrid, though I may have relinquished the burden of leadership, I've not abandoned my duty as a herald of love. You said yourself that you lack for capable help, and I am here, yes? As a daughter of House Valentione, I cannot stand by as flames of ardour dwindle. Let her help, Astrid. It might be just what she needs before her rendezvous with Hortense. Emily, I told you about that in confidence. Aha! So that's the way of it. In that case, your aid is most welcome. Well, with that settled, let us go forth and quicken the seeds of romance yet to sprout throughout Gridania. Pray, teach me this pose of yours, Emily. Yes, ma'am. Might I suggest we split up? Our adventurer friend here can handle old Gridania, whilst Lissy and I cover new Gridania. Oh, I can do that. Given the season, you shall no doubt find more than one individual who's flummoxed by their feelings. Strike our pose before these lost souls, and with an outpouring of love, grant them the courage to tell what's in their hearts. There are a few areas in particular I'd like you to visit once you're ready. Just say the word, and we can begin. Oh my gosh, we've learnt a new emote. So before we do any more quests with that new emote, because we're bound to need it, I've learnt the emote loveheart. All right. Let us go into our social tab. Let us go into our emotes. Let us go into where the new emote is, which is the green dot. And okay, I could be lost. Let me just grab that love heart. And we're going to pop that down here. It's very cute. Okay, while she's busy posing, let me just drop her out of that. There we go. Let's talk to Astrid. Quest 2. It's all about the heart. The time is ripe to inspire Gridanians to listen to their hearts. This quest is available for a limited time only. Ready? Wonderful! I've marked out a few locations in the area where people tend to mingle. I'm confident you'll find more than a few individuals in need of a little push. Show them your best rendition of the love heart to give them the courage they need. You've marked a few locations. Oh my. Okay, it's only 3. Let's go find them. Let's go to the nearest one first. That looks like just past our Moogle friend. Man, these decorations, right? And once we pass a location that takes us near the Jadeite flood, we're going to go fishing, because I want to get the fisherman's quest done for that area. We might as well just drop into fisherman. It's a much more attractive costume to start with. Alrighty. Can I go in? I can go in. The Hopeless Lass. Okay, so what are my... Perform the love heart for Gridanians. Okay, Hopeless Lass. Such a perfect specimen, firm but soft in the right places. Gosh, I could just eat them right up. Not the produce, mind you, him. The proprietor. Only wish I knew how to tell him the way I feel. This hopeless lass is unable to muster the courage to speak to the proprietor. Stoke the flames of her passion by performing the love heart. Okay, there are 2 ways to do it. We can go /love heart. We'll just get out of the party thing, or people are going to think we're extremely strange. There we go. You can just type that into your thing. That is an adorable pose, but why show it to me? You meant to encourage me? That's very kind of you, but I'm afraid I find the prospect of confession daunting. Though I could ask him his professional opinion on which vegetables are most suited to be cut into heart shapes. A completely natural question considering the spirit of Valentione's Day, yes? Truth be told, I've had my eye on him for some time now. I simply didn't know how to approach, but thanks to your unique motivation, I finally found the inspiration I needed. Though it occurs to me, how did the heart become associated with Valentione's Day in the first place? I hope to Nofika he doesn't ask me. There we go. Alrighty, we are heading back this way if I remember. Yep, the right way. And why run when we can zippity-doo ourselves across the town with these handy-dandy things? Rightio, our next place is right next to the Leatherworkers Guild and Shaded Bower. Oh, Golden Angel made that at me. That's beautiful. And I missed it. I'm so sorry, Golden. She's gone. I can't return the favour. Oh, that is sad. I did not mean to ignore her. I thought she was actually doing the quest and didn't want to disturb her. Alrighty, the dejected lad. Oh, my love, what have I done to incense you so? The dejected lad appears to have had an argument with his lover. Lift his spirits by unabashedly showing him the love heart. And we're going to do it the other way this time. You pose quite the pose. Well, I see. It's a symbol of love? A call to bare one's heart, scars and all. My beloved stormed off earlier because I was terribly late for our rendezvous. I dared not tell her the reason for fear it would vex her further. I've been so preoccupied with selecting a gift for her that I lost track of the time. I must apologize to her and explain myself. Thank you for helping me to see that, my friend. Mayhap there is time yet for a Valentione's Day miracle. Oh no, late because he was choosing a gift. Oh dear. Word of advice, don't choose Valentione's Day gifts at the last minute. I know, because they're so fun to choose for that sometimes you lose track of the time, and also they can be really heart-wrenching to choose for, and I've just gone the wrong way. Where am I? Oh yeah, no, we don't want to go this way. Thinking Jadeite Flood instead of Valentione's Day. Let's go. Yeah, New Gridania is where the Etherite is. Old Gridania is where Makeddo's Theatre is. We'll get it right eventually. Or is it the other way around? Man, I'm going to get it right one day. I could probably have teleported here. I didn't check my map. The Brassbound Wailer. Oh no, let's check him out. Well, what is it? If you have a matter to report, keep it short. I'm rather occupied at present. Perhaps I could invite him to a meal, but how would I even broach the subject? The brass-bound woodwailer seems distracted in a way that only the lovelorn are. Perform your best love heart to snap her out of this stupor. But that's a bit harsh. Man, if she doesn't spear me, I'm lucky. Stop that! What matter of strange gesticulation have you just accosted me with? A curse? Nay, an insult? Explain yourself this instant. Well, it's neither. It's actually... excuse me. I need to be brave enough to express my feelings? Are you claiming that I, a proud lancer of the wood whalers, lack courage of all things? Man, I would never dare. Well, you'd be right. I'm too craven to invite someone to a simple meal. But your gesture, now that I understand its intent, has kindled my warrior's spirit. I will carry out this task as if it were my sworn duty. My thanks, adventurer. And forgive me for assuming the worst. Oh no. You have taught the townsfolk to remain steadfast in the face of love and inspired them to act. Report the results of your efforts to Astrid at Makeddo's amphitheatre. I will. Where's the... Oh no, I was going to say right after, but we can catch a rainy day another day. Well, let's go. Down to Astrid at Makeddo's. Alrighty. Let us go this way. There are so many... Well, there's not so many yet. Possibly because it is a Pacific server and it's only 5:10 a.m. here. You're back. Seeing as my sister has yet to return, might I ask you and Emilia to recount how you fared in the meantime? Well, I found the post to be eye-catching, if nothing else, perhaps even embarrassingly so, even though it was I who invented it. Regardless, I'm proud to say folk were practically lining up to see it. What about you, Clea? Well... I see. Whilst I'm glad to hear others were spurred to action, it saddens me slightly that some do not know the origins of Valentione's Day and its symbol. the heart. Which makes me wonder, are you two aware of how it came to be associated with Valentione's Day? I haven't the slightest idea. Then allow me to teach you. It all began with, ugh. Lisette! Heavens, your face is as white as a sheet. What's wrong? Hortense! I saw him speaking with a woman in the Carline canopy. They were alone together, speaking intimately. You don't suppose it was... Oh, God, you don't suppose it was a tryst, do you? Absolutely not. You know Hortense would never be unfaithful to you. Nay, purge the very thought from your mind. I know, but when I saw him and that woman whispering to each other like they were in their own little world, my heart stopped. Before I knew it, I was running from the sight of them as fast as my legs would take me. Oh, no. Love is the fruit born of bravery. Have you forgotten these words, Lisette? They are our words, passed down by our ancestors, Countess Arabelle de Valentione. She summoned the courage to pursue love through all manner of hardship. And she was not merely a countess, but also a warrior true. Naught symbolizes what she thought for more than her crimson what she blah. And she was not merely a countess, but also a warrior true. Naught symbolizes what she fought for more than her crimson shield, forged in the shape of a heart. The symbol is a source of courage. Remember that. Oh, he's probably buying a gift. I hope. Thank you, Astrid. You are right. Countess Arabelle would be mortified to see her progeny act with such cowardice. I must honour her legacy. I am ready, Hortense. If he intends to elope with another woman and live to tell the tale, he has another think coming. Oh, no. I don't think that's what... I am clueless as to the nature of Hortense's connection with this mystery woman, but I dare say Lisette needs friends by her side. Might I prevail upon you to join her? But of course, leave it to us. We got it. You have my gratitude. I place her in your capable hands. We'd better hurry. She said Hortense and his unknown woman were in the Carline canopy. I'm sure that's where she's headed. All right. Well, I don't know if Emily knows how to use the Ethernet. She probably does. She's been around enough to have become familiar with them. So let's go. We need to go to the Aetheryte Plaza. If my memory serves me correctly, I'm not going to say it does, but it might. Man, and it stopped raining, so there goes my chance to catch my fish for the Fisherman's Quest. I did say there would be another day. This is the Carline canopy over here, so let's go do that. That looks promising. My gosh. Lisette de Valentione and the demure damsel. Uh-oh. Well, let's see what's going on. Hortense! That woman! God, she's lost control of her tongue. What should we do? Love is the fruit born of bravery. Hortense Pastoral, For what reason do you intimate yourself with this comely young maiden, knowing full well that another has entrusted her future to you? Well, have you naught to say for yourself? It would seem nerves caused Lisette to fall back into the mannerisms of her noble upbringing. Oh dear, I'm terribly sorry. This is all a misunderstanding. I came to Hortefance for counsel as I admire the devoted relationship he has with you. I was hoping he could offer me advice in nurturing a similar bond with the one I adore. Lisette, my love, my first thought was that you could not bear to wait another moment for our meeting, but now I see you could not bear the thought of me with another. 'Tis as if the Fury herself stands before me, a goddess in both spirit and flesh, full of passion and devotion. Oh, what a fortunate man am I! And I regret that my actions would cause you even a moment of suffering. Please set your heart at ease, my darling. I have eyes for none but you, now and forever. I only chose a private location so this young lady could seek counsel away from eavesdroppers. Oh, that's it? Gods, I've made a complete fool of myself. Forgive me, both of you, that a lady of House Valentione should comport herself in such a way. I am completely ashamed. Look at her. If I may, my lady, I now understand why you would be upset, and I admire your bravery for confronting us. Would that I had the courage to give voice to my own feelings. I may no longer be the head emissary of love, but I am as well equipped as ever to speak on matters of the heart. Oh, my goodness, really? Hortense, love is the fruit born of bravery, my dear. Though it is terrifying to bare your heart to another, it is more terrifying still to live never knowing what might have been. You must confess. I promise you the risk is worth the reward. I suppose I would regret it for the rest of my days if I never found love, because I was too afraid to fight for it. You're right, my lady. I'll do my best. Ah. Once again, forgive me for... Hortense, what's wrong? Oh, the sight of your angelic pose struck me to my very core. My heart is like to burst from my chest. I think that means he'll live. Anyway, the two of us will return and apprise Astrid of what happened here. I trust you won't mind if we inform her that you and Hortense will be partaking in the festivities earlier than scheduled. Well, 'twas our plan from the beginning, and would do much to smooth over this little misunderstanding. Please extend my apologies to Astrid for any worry I might have caused. Mhm. Let us return to Makedo's amphitheatre and give Astrid the good news. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay. I know, I'm at a little bit of a loss as to, as to what to do next. Let's head back to Makedo's. We won't jog all the way, we're going to actually just toddle up this way. Grab our aetheryte, into the Ethernet. Boom, off to Makedo's. Triple triad matches are allowed in the current area. Okay. Well, let's go. I know, look at this. They do this theatre up every time they have an event here. It's gorgeous. Astrid. Oh, I'm so relieved. It was all just an unfortunate misunderstanding. I must thank you for being there for my sister. It truly means the world. You deserve my thanks as well, Emily. Don't mention it. I'm happy we were able to help. Though we've had our ups and downs, I believe we've accomplished our goal of showing folk how important it is to express their feelings to those they hold dear. All in all, I'd say this Valentione's Day has been a success. Which reminds me, although my explanation of the heart's origins was interspersed with some dramatics, I take it you were able to piece together its meaning. Yes, indeed, a noble woman and a proud knight. Countess Arabella's legacy lives on not only in the tradition of Valentione's Day, but in its symbol, her beloved heart-shaped shield. Wow. In commemoration of her brave pursuit of love in the face of insurmountable odds, the heart came to symbolize her, and eventually the very concept of love itself, capturing the imaginations of men and women around the world. Today, while many may recognize the symbol, few know of its history. With Emily's love heart, I believe people will become curious to know the story of our tradition, and for that I'm overjoyed. Countess Arabella's tale will undoubtedly give many the courage to pursue love, just as it did your sister, our sister. May we all learn from the Countess's example. I pray you and yours have a Valentine's Day overflowing with affection, my friend. Oh my gosh, that symbol, it's going to be everywhere for the next 14 days. All right. Seasonal event, quest complete. Now, what are we doing next? All right, achievement unlocked, a heartfelt gesture. So if we go down to achievements, and we go down to, there's our heartfelt gesture. We go down to, I'm just trying to work out where. I think it's probably quests, isn't it? Seasonal events. Oh my gosh, we've got a few here now. Heartfelt 11 from the last quest, Maiden's Rhapsody. Together at a Distance, Weaving a Bond. Together at a Distance was the quest for... I know I'm losing it. The Starlight Celebration. It's All About the Heart was the quest for that we've just completed, Valentione's Day. And Next Time on Dragon Bow is for the quest Unlike a Dragon, which we completed for the New Year's event, whose name temporarily escapes me. Not Heaven's Word. Yes. So that quest as well. So there are no pre-quest, like you'll notice there are no other quests in here. Achievements in here. So basically what happens is you don't get an achievement that you can miss for a seasonal event. You just get them added in as you manage to complete each event. And you get the usual amount of little points that go with it. Alrighty. But I'm wondering what they have out the front here, because sometimes these seasonal events have repeatable quests where you earn tokens to spend at the stall, and sometimes... Okay, so you can buy the chair. What's a prismatic heart? Creates illusions by weaving together myriad shades of light. And this produces the right side of the heart. Oh, you could have two of you together. One could do the right, one could do the left. That'd be so cute. Heart chocolate. Vitality +8. Experience bonus +3%. Lasts for 30 minutes, but you can have it for up to 60 minutes. And this one, Vitality again. Or you could buy the Valentione's heart chair. Now, I I would love to buy it, except for one little problem. Got nowhere to put it, and it would wipe out my coinage. So that's what you can buy here. Let's speak to the House Valentione butler. Good morning to you, adventurer, and may the flowers of love ever blossom in your heart. If you should desire to learn more of the Valentione's Day festivities, please do not hesitate to ask. I shall be only too eager to share with you everything I know. Oh my gosh, what's with all the hearts? We of the proud Ishgardian house of Valentione spread ourselves across Eorzea this day, in the hope that we may give budding sweethearts the courage to take their first steps together. Hearts across this fair realm torment themselves with unspoken ardours, and thus we have crafted events to inspire even the shyest of souls to confess their hidden ceilings. The ceilings. To confess their hidden feelings. Oh my gosh. What is Valentione's Day? It is a time of celebration when we honour the life of Countess Arabelle de Valentione, a high lady of Ishgard who struck out against her life of cosseted detachment and risked all in the pursuit of a pure and all-consuming love. In the years after the Countess's passing, a tradition became established among the Ishgardian populace. Every year at this time would they strive to emulate her passion and her bravery by plucking up their own courage and bestowing a token of love upon the object of their affections. So who is Astrid? The Lady Astrid belongs to the newest generation of House Valentione's emissaries. As a descendant of Countess Arabelle de Valentione, the desire to see others' hearts skip a beat runs in her noble blood. If you would aid this diminutive avatar of love in her efforts to saturate the realm in ardour and affection, then you need but make yourself known to her. Who is Emily? Emily is a Gridanian native and an apprentice emissary of Arda. Alongside Lady Astrid, she strives to support those in need of a little push in their pursuit of love. She is always happy to meet new and old faces alike, so I encourage you to seek her out should you wish to make her acquaintance. And who is Lisette de Valentione? Lady Lisette is the former head emissary of Arda, and even now there are none who stoke the fires of passion in Eorzean hearts more than she. Having passed the mantle of leadership to Lady Astrid, she has taken to independently attending those in need of guidance with matters of the heart. And who is Hortense? Sir Hortense is an emissary of Arda and the fiancé of Lady Lisette. Years ago the lady found him on the verge of death and plucked him from its encroaching claws. The two were eventually reunited summers later, and they vowed never again to be apart. Sir Hortense has passionately aided others in finding love for themselves ever since. And we're done. Now we know the history of Valentione. Now, Linsgath, what are you doing here? If you're fixing to have one of them heart-shaped chocolates, you can pick 'em up from the purveyor here. I'll have you know their flavour is as rich as their history. Some hundreds of years ago, the Culinarians Guild was honoured by House Valentione with the sole privilege of baking these heart-shaped treats, you see. And there ain't nothing better than the season of ardour and affection to delight in 'em, is there? They're delectable as they come, so make sure you get 'em while the getting's good. Thanks, Linsgath. Wow, he's normally up in the restaurant up in Limsa Lominsa. Bit of a surprise to see him here. Oh, what are you two doing here? A lovebird. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, Kupka Kup. Look, Koopa, all this ardor and affection is making my palm shine brighter than a star. If the heart is a symbol of Countess Arabelle, does that mean our heart-shaped palms are a sign of her blessing? That is so cute. All right. Well, let's grab this. Where? And Mayulans. We're closed. Come back later. Would that every day could be a festival? So I see closed on festival days. My goodness. So there you go. That is the Valentione's Day festival. My apologies for the very bumpy start, But if you enjoyed this episode, folks, please hit that like button. If you want to see more, please hit subscribe. My goodness, I was going to say please hit surprise, but please don't surprise me. Anyway, and on that note, I am going to depart. You guys have a really good day today, and I will check you later. Take care out there.